Okay, let's do some makeup. Starting with my fave combo at the moment, this is the CoverGirl Color Correcting Serum Moisturizer Primer. This doesn't say anything about the longevity, but I swear this makes your makeup last so long. It's crazy. And then I have the yellow one for brightening. Foundation I haven't used in a while, the Feel Good Skin Longwear Skin Perfector from Profusion. I'm just gonna mix the two shades that I have. So I basically have like my winter shade and my summer shade, and I'm somewhere in between right now. This really is such a good foundation. It's full coverage in my opinion. I used a pea-sized amount of each, and as you can see, it is easily covering my whole face. And it really has a skin-like finish, but it perfects, like, it fills in all my pores and stuff like that. It's really lovely. Of course, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This is actually the only cream contour I even have right now because it's that good. I actually just got this. I really don't buy a ton of Morphe makeup. This is this beautiful like berry blush, cream blush, and it's actually from Morphe too, which I guess is their more like, I don't know, natural stuff. I don't know. I honestly have not dabbled into Morphe makeup for a while now. Like ever since I stopped buying those humongous eyeshadow palettes, I really didn't buy much from Morphe, but these are so beautiful. They're this gorgeous creamy texture, but again, they're almost like a cream to powder. They're almost like a cream to powder. And this is just this gorgeous shade called Berry Dreams that I love so much. And I don't typically like to, drag. I like to just pick it up on a little brush and kind of stipple that in. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild loose powder that I use every single day when I'm setting my concealer. This is one thing about my makeup routine that hasn't changed in like years at this point, I feel like. I do the Wet n Wild translucent powder under the eyes in the triangle, and then I do the CoverGirl Clean Professional loose powder on the rest of the face with a big fluffy brush. And that has not changed for a long time. This just doesn't give you that white cast because you can pick your shade. It has the tiniest bit of color to it, but not really coverage. So it's not going to cover up like any of the color that I have going on here. It's just going to gently set everything. And it's so beautiful, so finely milled. It's so smooth. So I just load that up on this huge fat Morphe brush that I got so long ago. And then I go and I almost like tap it in under the eye too. That makes sense. Not sure it does, but it's like the brush picks up whatever's not already baked onto the face, and then the rest just gets kind of spread out. I like to just reinforce everything with powder. Just makes it last so much longer throughout the day. I do not have time to be touching up my makeup. I want to do it, like set it and forget it basically, and I want to look fabulous all day without worrying, and that is what this does for me. Oh my god, an oldie but a goodie, these Milani baked blushes. Are you freaking kidding me? And since I used Berry Dreams in the Morphe too, I'm gonna use Berry Amour in this baked bronzer. Of course, we all know Luminoso, but I don't think any of the other blushes in this formula get enough credit. I have all of them. I have Rose de Oro, I have Luminoso, I have Coralina, and I have this baby, the berry one, and I still use them all the time. I mean, I feel like those went viral on YouTube like almost 10 years ago at this point. Like, I feel like I've been using Luminoso since I was in high school. And I still use them. They're still amazing. They're still perfect. And all of the shades are so good. and Luminoso just took over, man. Look at that. There, you can kind of see the difference. Just punches it up, sets it. Again, not too glowy, just that skin, boy. The Morphe whatever is so fall. Do they still sell this? I need to check. This is probably limited edition because isn't like almost everything from ColourPop? But anyway, I'm gonna use it. There's probably something out from ColourPop right now that you can get at Ulta that has all of these beautiful like berry, purpley, bronziness. I feel like that is the transition from like summer to fall. You go from like purely bronzy orangey colors to like mixing in these berries, and it's so pretty. So we're going to glam with this. So for the eyes, I don't set my concealer. I just pat out the creases, and I want it to be a little bit tacky so that basically the eyeshadow is setting the concealer. And I'm just going in with that first lightest brown kind of neutral transition shade, and I'm just working this all into the crease and with a big fluffy brush and kind of setting and blending everything. And then I'm going to use the next transition shade and kind of introduce some of the more pinky berry shades in here, and just with that same brush try to keep it a little bit lower in the crease with just blending it up and adding that pinky berry color to the whole eye. Here I was kind of trying to show you guys that I don't really have fully hooded eyes, but when I'm looking straight forward, they cover, like a lot of the eyelid gets covered up right here. There's only like a very small amount of lid that you see. So I bring my transition shades very high so that you can still see the color when I have my eyes open and I'm basically looking directly at you. So it just is according to your eye shape, but this is just what I do. I don't think I have like I know I don't have a fully hooded eye, but I just have kind of semi-hooded eyes and like a deep eye socket. So when I'm looking forward, it's hard to see everything going on. So I bring that really high and kind of wing it out. And then I take more of a condensed brush and the darker pink berry shade in this palette, and I start to pack this onto the outer corner. And as you can see, I kind of look at my eye when it's open. Like I start with a closed eye on the mobile lid and I kind of pack that into the crease, but then I'm looking straight forward with my eye open here, and I'm putting that on my actual eye bone, like the hard part of my eye socket, and connecting it out there, because otherwise this color would just completely disappear on my lid. So I kind of wing that out, and then I take the fluffy brush and kind of flick it upwards to blend it out, but I want to keep this kind of winged shape so I don't blend that darker color all the way up into like a big circle. I keep that darker shade a little bit more winged out. And then I am taking the more pinky berry shade that is like shimmery in this palette. The other shimmers are kind of more golden and bronze, and I wanted to keep this very, very berry. And I am going to just kind of pack that on, kind of just get it up there. And I also bring this color, I'm using a more stiff packing brush, and I also bring that over the lid, like onto my bone, onto my eye socket, so that again, when I'm looking straight forward, you can actually see that color and see that shimmer. And I just will gently blend it out so it's not super harsh. And then I just take my highlight, and it's just the lightest shimmery shade in this palette, and I like to of course put that on the very inner corner, but then you'll see me kind of swoop it upwards, kind of blending that lid shade in with this inner corner. It just makes it look a little bit less harsh when I'm looking to the side here. So I just kind of swoop that upwards, and it just makes everything a lot more cohesive, brightens up that inner corner. If you have kind of deeper set eye sockets, this is a really shadowy area of the eye anyway. So it just kind of blends everything together and makes it nice and bright. Boom. Really light, wispy lashes. So when I'm looking forward, you still have a chance to see the eyeshadow. Okay, and I feel like it's deep enough, so let's just do the lips really quick. The Wet n Wild, like ones you have to sharpen in the shade Willow. So we're gonna go in with this on the lips. That's so pretty. So that is the makeup done. Here's what the makeup looks like in daylight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely subscribe and stick around because I have some great cruelty-free, really fun videos coming that I have planned, and I would love for you guys to see that. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.